Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday to show you a fun new project. So as I was coming out to make sure everything was prepped and ready, I forgot to put my iPad in its little holder, so hopefully I can get this going and not be such an interruption. There we go. So hopefully it will show up that we are live. Sorry about that. Good evening, everybody. Okay. I think we are live. Perfect. So welcome. Hopefully you guys had a good day. I left the house today at 10:30 and I literally just got home about 45 minutes ago. I have been gone all day. Came home just to drop off the Sam's Club order and have Bo and Steven unload the minivan, and then I went back out. So yeah, hopefully you guys had a crazy busy day like I did, or hopefully it was super relaxing. Sorry, I'm just making sure that it was on the iPad. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Darlene. If you are just logging on, say hi. Hello, Valerie. So the catalog has officially gone live. It went live on Tuesday. I think I talked to everybody about that. And retreat is next weekend. It's the first weekend, and then it's the following weekend as well. I still have a couple spaces available, so if anybody needs or would like to come, just shoot me a message, and I will get you all of the links and everything to join, so you can craft for the entire weekend. And I also wanted to tell you, for $99, Stampin' Up! Is doing a special. For $99, you get to pick $125 worth of product, plus 2 free stamp sets. And I think our most expensive stamp sets are about $35. So it's almost $200 in product for $99. So if anybody would like the information on that deal, let me know and I can explain it a little bit more. I did put a little link on the Facebook before we went live if you wanted to do that as well. So there we go. So hello, Bethany. How are you? Okay, I am going to flip you down and we are going to get started because hopefully we can get through all of the cards. We're doing lots of the same card, but just in different colors. So hopefully we have enough time. So here is the catalogs that went live on Tuesday. So don't forget, for each $50 you purchase out of either the mini catalog or the large catalog, you get to pick something for free out of this brochure as well. So don't forget, that is the special going on right now. And I wanted to play with the awesome Otters. They are so fun and so stinking cute. I actually think almost everybody has ordered this stamp set with their retreat next weekend and the following weekend. Super duper fun. And we are going to be playing with this fun designer series paper. So it comes in 6x6 and you get 8 of each of the colors. And one side is, I don't know, they kind of look like clouds, or I don't know what they look like. But then the other side is more like marble. So this is super fun, and I should have brought them over. This is what we used on Tuesday's live as well, and I wanted to use it again today. So let me grab everything, make sure I have what we're going to be making beside me. So this is what we're going to be playing with. I pulled in one of our punches to be kind of the focal point, and then have the little otter kind of pushing out of the little focal point. I don't know. That was kind of my thought process behind it. And I backed it with a piece of Pacific Point. I just wanted something a little bit brighter and bolder behind this designer series paper. And we didn't have any Pacific Point ribbon, so I just colored our white ribbon. I just colored it with a sponge dauber and our ink so it would match. So this is what we're going to be making. So let me get everything out of the way and bring in the color schemes we have. So I have Gorgeous Grape, I have Bermuda Bay, Bumblebee, Flirty Flamingo, and our Basic Gray. So we probably won't get through all of them today, but we'll get through a couple anyway. So what I'm going to do first, let me go over measurements. So your cardstock is going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4. Your designer series paper, if you cut it, I'll tell you this specific way, if you cut this the exact way, you will actually have enough left over to do your envelope. So if you, actually, let me just grab a piece and I'll bring in my little tiny trimmer. So you have your 6x6 sheet right here. So if you slide your paper in and you're going to cut it at 3 3/4, there's a piece of ribbon stuck in there. So if you cut it at 3 3/4, and then you're going to cut this piece at 5, and that's what's going to give you your layer. But this extra piece right here is the exact size that you need to cover your envelope. So if you cut your designer series paper that way, you will always have enough left over for your envelope. Okay, so let's go back to dimensions. So cardstock 4 by 5 1/4. This is 3 3/4 by 5, and you get 1/4 inch around so you can see the basic gray through it. And then we have our cardstock. This measures 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and I scored it right in half at 4 1/4. So we can go ahead and fold that. Give this a good crease. And I'm just going to set that aside so we can play with this guy. So I brought in the tailored tag punch, and there really is no right or wrong way to do this. What I did is I just pushed this all the way to the base of the punch and just lined it up, eyeballed it to make sure it was even on both sides. Oh, that was a little wonky because it flipped. So you just want to make sure it's even on both sides, and then we are going to punch it. That is the magic behind our little window. And you could use either side. I might go ahead and just use kind of the clouder version of it besides the, I think that would look pretty too. Actually, let's just wait and we'll color the otters and see what color we decide to do. So I just have a piece of scratch paper. It doesn't have to be any specific measurements. You just need something big enough to stamp your otters and color it. So I wanted to use the one where it looks like he's swimming. So I'm going to ink this up in mementos and come down here and stamp them close to the bottom. And I only brought in 4 of our blender pens because this guy really doesn't have to have so much to color. And that's what I liked about it. I do love to color, but I just have to be in the right mindset to color. So I'm going to take the dark crumb cake, and I'm going to come in and just color the outside of him. The first time I colored the whole thing, including his eyeballs, and it looked a little silly. So try to leave his eyeballs white. We actually threw that card away because I didn't like the way it looked. So I'm just going to come in, and I do want to do his nose in the dark as well. But if you accidentally color his eyeball, it's not tragic. It's just paper. I would say flip it over, but you can't really flip it over because the blender pens bleed a little bit. So I'm just coloring in the outside with crumb cake, with the dark crumb cake. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to do the inside with the light crumb cake. He is super easy to color. Literally, it takes no time at all. I'm just going to try to not get the little watermarks because we're going to color those with some blues. Okay, there we go. And I do want his nose a tiny bit darker, so I'm going to come in one more time and color his nose just to make him a tiny bit darker. So now I have the light balmy blue, so I'm going to just come in and color in the water beside him. And I am going to go over the water marks with a darker blue just to kind of emphasize the water a little bit more. I just don't want to get this on the brown. There we go. Perfect. Okay, who else is logged on since I can maybe try to color and look? Hello, Martine and Jessica, Stephanie, Lisa, Anna. Hello. Hello, Kelly. I don't know if I saw you earlier. So I'm going to come in with our dark pool party, and I want to color the little water spots a little bit darker. And then I'm going to come in and just do the little waves. Kind of just gives it a little bit more of a water effect. I don't know if that's even a word. Here we go. That's it. Really, there is nothing to this card, and it is so easy to do. So you can just grab your scissors and cut this off. I just happen to have my little paper trimmer beside me. So I'm cutting them off. And it does not even matter. You just want a little bit up top. So when you put this down, oh man, it's okay. I'm going to scoot it up a little bit. I didn't stamp them up quite far enough, but that's okay. You can still get the gist. And then we just need to trim off a little bit of the edge. And there you go. Now he's going to fit. So now I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And I just want to put some dimensionals on the edges. And nobody's going to see that I use my paper snips to trim off that edge. So just leave enough on the bottom for it to fit in your little window. So now I'm just going to hover him over and set him down. Oh, I should have asked which side to do first. Let's see if I can peel it off. Which side? I know there's a delay on Facebook, so if you like the first one, say first. If you like the second one, say second. Okay. So do you like that side? Do you like 2 or do you like 1? I kind of feel like the eye doctor. Which one looks better, 1 or 2? I don't know. I think 1 looks good, and plus I kind of messed it up right there a little bit. Let's just do 1. Let's use side 1, and then we'll flip the other one over if it looks better. There we go. So I'm going to flip this over and grab some more dimensionals. I'm going to leave this part with no dimensionals on it. I don't want it super heavy to go through the mail. And yes, I'm going overkill on dimensionals. But we can, because it's our card. Peel the backing off. And we're going to just attach this. And I probably should have put the ribbon on before I attached it, but that's okay. We're still going to make it work. And I thought the black glimmer ribbon would be super cute for this card. We're just going to wrap it around the whole thing. So I'm just going to grab some mini glue dots. Actually, I might be able to slide that in. I think I can. Perfect. So this project is a do as I say, not as I do. I should have put this on before I put it down, but it's okay. It happens. Okay, maybe, okay, this guy's gonna go all the way around because he's not wanting to play nice. And then the mini glue dot falls off. Oh my gosh. Just my day. There we go. He still looks cute. So now I'm going to bring in, this is just a smidgen scrap piece, just so I can stamp the sentiments. You can make this piece a little bit bigger and then trim down to what's, sorry, I had to clean my stamp off. You can trim it down to the size you need. But hopefully I get it straight because it is super duper tiny. Holy smokes, look at that. It actually works. Sometimes you never know. Okay, so I'm going to just grab a sponge dauber and I just want to color the edges because it actually hides if your sentiment isn't completely straight. It actually will hide it. And now I am just going to glue this down just because it's already popped up with dimensionals. I don't want it to be too thick. There we go. Look how easy this card was to put together. And it's super cute. You might need to put a tiny bit more adhesive on the back of that, but we'll see. Okay, the next one we do, I'll make sure to get the ribbon right. There we go. Super fun, completely different, and so cute. Sorry, I'm looking for my little poker tool so I can grab a mini glue dot and put underneath the sentiment and the ribbon to hold it down. There we go. So there we go. There is card number 1. if I can find the envelope. I'm really not in that big of a mess. Oh, there it is. So here is your envelope and your card that match. Okay, let's do another one. Which color should we do? Flirty Flamingo, Bumblebee, Bermuda Bay, or Gorgeous Grape? We'll probably only have time to do one more. I know it takes a second, so I'll just keep talking until I get a couple people who want to do a specific color. Flirty Flamingo, Bumblebee, Bermuda Bay, or Gorgeous Grape? I know, I probably shouldn't do this because it is such a delay, but it's kind of fun sometimes. Okay, I don't know if it's a super long delay. Let's do Gorgeous Grape. Oh, well, you know what? There we go. Bermuda Bay. Okay, Bermuda Bay and Gorgeous Grape. We'll see what we can do. Let's start with Bermuda Bay. What was wrong is when I was saying hi to everybody, I had scrolled up on the news feed, so it wasn't telling me that there were comments. So I apologize. That was totally my bad. Okay, so again, I'm just going to line this up, kind of make sure it's positioned on both sides, and you can definitely save this and use it for something else. We're going to grab a scratch piece of paper, and I probably should have colored these guys all beforehand. I did think about it, but I didn't get home till late. Okay, so I stamped that up a little bit farther up from the bottom so we wouldn't have that issue. But like I said earlier, this guy colors really fast. I'm just going to quickly color him. So am I making you guys want this cute little otter set yet? How many of you guys have it and have played with it? This is the first time actually, was tonight. Well, today, this morning, before I left, I got the Facebook Live ready. So this was the first time me playing with it. But I can definitely see lots of cute little critters with this. My upline actually does a critter class, and it's pretty cute. Oh, forgot his ear. Here we go. Let's color. I'm going to color in. And I think I used the wrong blue, but you know what? It's okay because there is really no wrong color that you can color water. I'm just kind of scribbling, doing nothing fancy on this one. Let's see if I can use the pool party. Let's see if it makes it darker. Oh, it does. Okay. There we go. And for this one, I'm just going to chop it off. You already saw me do it once. You can use scissors. You can use your trimmer. But nobody's going to see this, so it doesn't even matter. Okay, let's grab some dimensionals. Oh, that's a good one for SeaWorld. Oh my goodness, I used to have season passes to SeaWorld, and I would take the girls all the time. I didn't care for it as much as they did because I didn't like getting wet. Okay, which side should we use? Should we use 2? Or flip it over and use 1. I don't know, for some reason I think this might take away from how cute the little otter is. I think I like this side better. See how easy this is to put together? It's crazy. Just doing a tiny bit of coloring and you have a phenomenal card. And I will put the ribbon on before I take this off, I promise. Let's do one more right there. So for this one, we didn't have Bermuda Bay ribbon, so instead of coloring it, I thought the white would be perfect as well. So I'm just going to put a mini glue dot on the back, wrap this around, give it a little trim, grab another mini glue dot, Sticks to everything but what you want it to. There we go. Now we can put this down. Peel the backing. Perfect. And I know we're not going to get the rest of them done, but I will do them tomorrow, and then I take a picture of all of them, and then I'll post them for you guys. So I'm going to clean off my stamp set and bring in the Bermuda Bay. And I did layer my original one, but for some reason I must not have cut the basic gray. So I didn't layer the basic gray. So you could really do this either way. You could put a little layer underneath it or leave it blank. Huh, that was pretty good too. Sometimes I shock myself when I can stamp on such a tiny piece. So I'm just going to color the edges. There we go. Flip it over. Let's close that so I don't put my hand in it. I'm going to put some adhesive on this little tiny piece. Glue it down to the Bermuda Bay. You see how sponging the edge kind of hides if your sentiment isn't perfectly straight? That is a little trick that hopefully you guys will use. There we go. These guys are so fun and so cute. And remember, this stamp set is free with any $50 order. There's lots of stamp sets and designer series paper that you can pick from. So the possibilities are endless. There we go. And you could even really put in it's birthday time on the inside. You're utterly awesome. It's birthday time, so this could be a birthday card. And you could even put a little birthday hat on top of him as well. So there. And here is your matching envelope. So let me pull all this out of the way so I can bring in the cards to show you. I know we didn't get all the colors done, but I can at least show you what we have done. Okay, so this one is Bermuda Bay. This one is the basic gray, and I used all the same coloring techniques on all of them. And this one is, I used Pacific Point, but this is more Balmy Blue and Pool Party, but I just wanted something a little bit brighter behind it. So this one I used is Pacific Point. Okay, there are your cards, and I promise I will do the other 3 tomorrow, and I will post them for you after I get done. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's live. Thank you so much for joining me. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out, and I still have a few spaces left for either a weekend or both weekends for the retreat. So if you would like to come, let me know. You can send me an instant message, a text message, email, whatever you want. Okay, we'll see everybody on Tuesday for another live. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.